We're not going to talk about marriage.
That's your problem. You don't have a peace of mind.
I don't want the piece of paper you got.
You don't even stand on 10 about.
What you got to do is you got to make sure nobody called anybody.
You won't believe the latest chaos hitting Love and Hip Hop. Fans are shocked as Yandy and Rasheeda, two of the fiercest personalities on the show, are reportedly locked in an explosive showdown that has everyone talking. Whispers of tension had been circulating for weeks, but now, sources claim that what was once behind-the-scenes drama has erupted into full-blown conflict. Emotions ran high, alliances were tested, and the family of cast members was left divided, with loyalties shifting faster than anyone could keep up with. Rumors are swirling about heated confrontations, secret revelations, and accusations that could change the dynamics of the show entirely. Insiders say that behind closed doors, Yandy confronted Rasheeda over issues that had been simmering for months, leading to arguments so intense that crew members feared the situation might spiral out of control. Fans are already speculating online, dissecting every snippet of social media activity, every subtle look caught on camera, and every whispered conversation, desperate to piece together the story that seems to be shaking the entire cast to its core. And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any juicier, shocking reports about Mendeecees have emerged, suggesting hidden secrets and personal revelations that could send shockwaves across the entire Love and Hip Hop universe. The combination of Yandy's confrontation with Rasheeda and Mendeecees' alleged hidden truths has created a whirlwind of suspense, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. In this video, we're diving deep into every heated argument, every betrayal, and every shocking twist that fans are talking about. From emotional showdowns to secret revelations, you won't want to miss a single detail of the drama that has everyone buzzing. Stay tuned, because the story unfolding right now is bigger, messier, and more explosive than anything Love and Hip Hop has shown before. The energy on the Love and Hip Hop set was electric, almost suffocating as soon as Yandy walked in. The tension was visible, her jaw tight, eyes scanning the room, already anticipating the storm that was about to unfold. Rasheeda, already on set, stood with her arms crossed, her expression a mix of irritation and defiance. Whispers had been circulating for weeks, rumors of hidden grievances, subtle betrayals, and long-simmering tension. But today it seemed that everything was about to come to a head. The family of cast members was divided, loyalties tested, and allegiances shifting in ways that left everyone on edge. It started innocently enough, or so it seemed. Yandy approached Rasheeda quietly at first, trying to gauge the mood. But the moment their eyes met, the air shifted. "We can't keep pretending like everything is fine," Yandy said, her voice low but sharp, cutting through the tension in the room. Rasheeda's eyes narrowed, her voice rising instantly. "Oh, really? And you think you're the only one who's had to deal with stress and betrayal? Don't act like your hands are clean." The exchange drew the attention of nearby cast members, who instinctively leaned back, sensing that this could become explosive. Sources close to the cast later revealed that the conflict had been brewing for months. Yandy had reportedly discovered subtle manipulations, secret conversations, and moments of betrayal that Rasheeda had thought were unnoticed. The revelation added an edge to their confrontation that no one could ignore. Fans watching at home were already speculating, dissecting every glance, every micro-expression, and every nuance of tone, eager to understand who was in the right and who was hiding more than they let on. As the argument intensified, other cast members tried to mediate. "Please, let's not make this worse than it already is," a friend suggested, stepping cautiously between the two women. Rasheeda waved her off, her voice rising. "I don't need anyone to calm me down. I can handle my own battles." Yandy, unshaken, responded, "This isn't about control. It's about truth. People deserve to know what's been going on behind the scenes." The room was tense, charged with energy as emotions ran high. The family of cast members caught between trying to mediate and fearing that any intervention could escalate things further. The drama took another turn when rumors about Mendeecees' private life surfaced. Sources hinted at hidden relationships and undisclosed events that, if revealed, could shake the foundation of the cast's dynamics. Yandy, aware of these whispers, decided to confront the issue carefully. "There are things people don't know," she whispered to a trusted friend on set. "We need to bring them into the light before it's too late." Rasheeda, overhearing fragments of the conversation, felt a mix of curiosity and unease. The tension between personal loyalty and public scrutiny was palpable. And every subtle movement, every glance, seemed loaded with meaning. The confrontation escalated further when past grievances resurfaced. Yandy brought up a recent incident where she felt undermined by Rasheeda. "You think you can step into situations and manipulate outcomes without anyone noticing?" she demanded, her voice controlled but intense. Rasheeda shot back, "I've done what I had to do to survive, to protect myself and to navigate this world. Don't act like I've done anything wrong." The room seemed to shrink around them, the cameras capturing every flicker of anger, every subtle tremor of frustration, and every small victory of verbal sparring. Meanwhile, the fans were already reacting. Clips of minor confrontations and intense stares started circulating online, sparking heated debates. Some supported Yandy's insistence on transparency, praising her for finally confronting Rasheeda, while others empathized with Rasheeda, arguing that she had been misunderstood and unfairly targeted. The family of cast members, witnessing the growing divide, struggled to maintain neutrality, realizing that any alignment could tip the balance further and make resolution even harder to achieve. As the confrontation reached its peak, Mendeecees' rumored secrets added a new layer of complexity. Whispers suggested hidden alliances and private moments that no one had expected. Yandy's frustration grew as she realized that keeping silent was no longer an option. "People deserve the truth," she said quietly, almost to herself. But Rasheeda caught the words. "So now you're the judge of what's right and wrong." She snapped, her eyes flashing with anger. The intensity of the moment left everyone on set holding their breath, unsure who would speak next or how the confrontation would unfold. Friends and crew attempted to de-escalate, but the emotional stakes were too high. Past resentments, hidden motives, and unspoken accusations had reached a tipping point. "This isn't just about you two anymore," a mutual friend interjected. "There's a bigger picture here, and we need to handle it carefully." Yandy's response was immediate. "We've already been careful for too long. It's time to face what's been hidden." Rasheeda's gaze hardened, and for a brief moment, silence enveloped the room, the kind that only precedes an explosion of emotion. The conversation then shifted toward long-held grudges, personal sacrifices, and loyalty within the cast. Yandy and Rasheeda exchanged sharp words, each defending their choices while subtly questioning the other's integrity. "Loyalty isn't just about words," Yandy said, her voice firm. "It's about actions. And some of those actions speak louder than you realize." Rasheeda's reply was cutting. "Don't lecture me about integrity. I've fought for everything I have, and I'm not afraid to stand my ground." The cameras captured the tension, freezing every moment for viewers to dissect and speculate. Even as the confrontation reached its peak, subtle glances and unspoken words hinted at underlying vulnerabilities. Yandy's eyes betrayed fatigue, a mixture of frustration and determination, while Rasheeda's gaze softened slightly, revealing moments of doubt amid her defiance. The family of cast members was left divided, unsure where their loyalties should lie. And the crew worked tirelessly to keep the environment under control. Every whispered conversation, every hesitant glance, and every carefully chosen word added to the suspense, making it clear that this showdown was far from over. Toward the end of the filming day, a brief moment of silence allowed both women to gather their thoughts. Yet even in the pause, the tension remained thick, like a storm that had not yet broken. Yandy's mind raced with the implications of Mendeecees' secrets, the unresolved conflicts with Rasheeda, and the emotional fallout that was sure to follow. Rasheeda, equally reflective, contemplated her next move, aware that the unfolding drama could have long-lasting consequences for her reputation. relationships, and position within the cast. As the cameras stopped rolling, the set was left buzzing with speculation. Crew members whispered about the intensity of the day. Friends discussed the unexpected twists, and fans continued to analyze social media, eager to piece together the puzzle. The day had been filled with heated arguments, emotional confrontations, and shocking hints at hidden truths. It was clear that the explosive showdown between Yandy and Rasheeda, combined with Mendeecees' secrets, had set the stage for even more dramatic developments, leaving everyone wondering how far the tension could escalate and what revelations might surface next. The morning after the explosive confrontation, the set of Love and Hip Hop was unusually tense. Yandy arrived early, her mind still replaying every word from the previous day. She could feel the weight of unresolved conflicts pressing down on her, the rumors about Mendeecees' secrets adding to the tension. Rasheeda entered shortly after, her steps deliberate, her eyes scanning the room, as if daring anyone to challenge her presence. Crew members whispered quietly, knowing that even a small spark could ignite another fiery showdown. Their paths crossed almost immediately, and the air thickened with anticipation. "We can't keep pretending this didn't happen," Yandy said, her voice calm but edged with intensity. Rasheeda's gaze hardened, a subtle smirk forming on her lips. "So now we're airing everything in front of everyone. You think that's going to solve anything?" The subtle threat in her tone made it clear that she wasn't backing down. The tension drew the attention of nearby cast members, who instinctively stepped back. Sensing that this encounter could escalate quickly, rumors of Mendeecees' alleged secrets had spread like wildfire. Insiders hinted at undisclosed relationships and hidden dealings that could potentially disrupt the dynamics of the cast. Yandy, aware of the potential impact, decided to confront the issue carefully. "People deserve the truth," she whispered to a friend, glancing toward Rasheeda. "We can't let more lies continue to shape what everyone sees." Rasheeda, overhearing fragments of the conversation, felt a surge of unease, her mind racing through every possible implication. The balance between personal loyalty and public exposure was delicate, and each movement, each glance carried enormous weight. The conflict intensified during a casual scene that quickly devolved into a heated argument. Yandy confronted Rasheeda about subtle betrayals that had accumulated over months. "You think no one notices when you manipulate situations behind the scenes?" she demanded, her voice steady but sharp. Rasheeda shot back, "I've done what I needed to do to protect myself and my position. Don't act like you're the only one with morals here." The cameras captured every expression, every flicker of doubt and frustration, creating a charged atmosphere that left everyone on edge. As the day unfolded, cast members and friends attempted to intervene. "This isn't just about one argument," a mutual friend said cautiously. "We need to think about the bigger picture before things get out of control." Yandy shook her head, her determination unwavering. "We've been holding back for too long. Transparency is the only way forward." Rasheeda's eyes flashed with both anger and realization, a reminder that neither woman was willing to concede easily. The emotional intensity only grew when Mendeecees' rumored private life came to the forefront. Whispers about hidden alliances and undisclosed relationships created an added layer of tension. Yandy approached him privately, demanding answers. "How long were you planning to keep this from everyone?" she asked, her tone measured but firm. Mendeecees sighed, rubbing his temples. "I didn't want to hurt anyone," he admitted quietly. "I thought keeping it private was the best way to handle it." His response only fueled Yandy's determination to uncover the truth. Knowing that secrecy could no longer be tolerated, as filming continued, small confrontations began to multiply. Yandy and Rasheeda's exchanges were sharp, but subtle moments of vulnerability began to emerge. Rasheeda admitted privately to a producer, "I underestimated how far this would go, but I can't let myself be painted as the villain." Her words revealed the human side behind her fiery persona, reminding everyone that beneath the defiance lay uncertainty and fear. Fans watching online reacted immediately, dissecting clips, speculating on the motives, and debating the ethical implications. Some praised Yandy for her courage, while others empathized with Rasheeda's position, arguing that she had been unfairly targeted. The family of cast members was caught in the middle, uncertain how to navigate the growing tension without escalating conflict further. Every social media post, every trending hashtag amplified the stakes, adding pressure to an already volatile situation. A dramatic revelation shifted the narrative further when a crew member disclosed leaked conversations involving Mendeecees. The information suggested deeper complications in his personal life than anyone had expected. Yandy confronted Rasheeda about the potential fallout. "We need to address this now," she said, urgency in her voice. Rasheeda paused, reflecting on the growing complexity. "I know hiding it won't solve anything, but this is bigger than I imagined," she admitted. The acknowledgement hinted at a subtle shift, signaling that both women might be ready to navigate the drama with more transparency, even if reluctantly. As the day progressed, confrontations turned into raw emotional exchanges. Yandy challenged Rasheeda about past actions and hidden motives, while Rasheeda defended her choices fiercely, unwilling to admit fault publicly. The cameras captured every micro-expression, every sharp glance, and every tremor in their voices, painting a vivid portrait of human emotion under pressure. The family of cast members remained divided, unsure of how to intervene, their own loyalties tested as the tension escalated. Toward the end of the day, a surprise revelation involving Mendeecees created another wave of suspense. Private messages and photographs hinted at events that had been carefully concealed, forcing both Yandy and Rasheeda to reassess their positions. "This changes everything," Yandy whispered to a friend. Rasheeda, overhearing the comment, felt a mixture of fear and determination, knowing that the unfolding story could redefine relationships and trust within the cast, even in quieter moments. The emotional weight lingered. Yandy reflected on the implications of the confrontation, the rumors, and the growing public attention. Rasheeda contemplated her next moves, aware that every action could be scrutinized and potentially misinterpreted. The tension was relentless, an invisible force shaping each interaction and leaving the cast and crew on edge. Fans continued to speculate, theorize, and debate, their fascination growing with every revelation and subtle twist. The day closed with the cast acknowledging the depth of the conflicts and secrets exposed. While no definitive resolution had been reached, the events had escalated stakes, forcing everyone involved to confront uncomfortable truths. The combination of Yandy and Rasheeda's rivalry with the emerging Mendeecees scandal had created a narrative that was gripping, unpredictable, and emotionally charged, ensuring that viewers would remain captivated and hungry for the next development. The following morning on set, the atmosphere was charged with tension, almost as if the air itself was holding its breath. Yandy arrived first, her mind spinning with the previous day's events. She could still feel the echoes of harsh words exchanged, the subtle gestures of contempt, and the weight of secrets that had been threatening to surface for weeks. Rasheeda arrived shortly after, her posture rigid, her eyes scanning the room with a mixture of defiance and calculation. Crew members whispered quietly among themselves, knowing that even a small spark could reignite the storm as soon as the two women saw each other. The underlying tension became impossible to ignore. "We can't go on pretending that nothing happened," Yandy said, her voice firm but steady. Rasheeda's eyes narrowed, a faint smirk crossing her lips. "And you think bringing it up in front of everyone is going to fix things?" she asked, her tone dripping with challenge. The subtle challenge made it clear that she was ready to defend herself, and the cameras captured every flicker of emotion. Just as the conversation was heating up, new whispers about Mendeecees' personal life reached the surface. Insiders hinted at undisclosed relationships and confidential messages that had somehow found their way to the set. Yandy, sensing the potential fallout, leaned closer to Rasheeda. "We can't ignore this," she said softly. "The truth is coming out whether we like it or not." Rasheeda's expression shifted, a mixture of apprehension and defiance visible. "So you're the one who gets to decide how this plays out?" she asked sharply, her voice betraying a flicker of vulnerability. The day's filming began with a scene meant to appear casual. But the tension was palpable. Every glance, every movement was loaded with unspoken emotion. Yandy brought up a past incident where she felt undermined, and Rasheeda responded immediately, her voice rising. "You think you've been wronged? Don't act like your hands are clean," she snapped. The exchange grew heated, voices rising as other cast members tried to intervene. "Please, let's not let this escalate," a mutual friend urged. But the words barely registered. The intensity between Yandy and Rasheeda was too strong, and both were unwilling to step back. Mendeecees, aware that his rumored secrets were now part of the unfolding drama, attempted to explain himself. "I never meant to hurt anyone," he said quietly to Yandy. "I thought keeping things private was the safest way to handle everything." His admission added yet another layer of complexity. Yandy's frustration was visible, her hands trembling slightly as she processed the implications. "Sometimes private decisions have public consequences," she said, her voice heavy with emotion. As the day progressed, the intensity of confrontations only increased. Yandy and Rasheeda exchanged accusations, each defending their actions while subtly questioning the other's motives. "Loyalty isn't just about words," Yandy said, her eyes flashing with determination. "It's about actions, and some of yours speak louder than you realize." Rasheeda shot back, her voice cutting. "Don't lecture me about integrity. I've fought for everything I have, and I'm not afraid to stand my ground." The cameras captured every subtle reaction, every twitch of emotion, freezing moments that would later dominate fan discussions online. Fans were already reacting on social media, dissecting every glance, every word, and every subtle nuance. Theories about hidden alliances, secret dealings, and personal betrayals exploded across forums, creating a frenzy that mirrored the chaos on set. Some supported Yandy's insistence on transparency, applauding her courage to confront Rasheeda. Others empathized with Rasheeda, arguing that she had been unfairly judged and misrepresented. The tension extended beyond the set, engulfing fans, friends, and family members in speculation and debate. A major twist came when a confidential message involving Mendeecees was leaked, suggesting that there were undisclosed relationships and hidden alliances he had tried to keep secret. Yandy, recognizing the importance of this revelation, confronted Rasheeda privately. "We need to deal with this head-on," she said. Rasheeda hesitated, weighing the implications. "I know hiding it won't protect anyone," she admitted softly, "but this is more complicated than either of us expected." The admission hinted at a potential turning point, showing that despite their rivalry, both women were beginning to confront the larger truth. The remainder of the day was a series of emotionally charged interactions. Yandy and Rasheeda's verbal sparring alternated with brief moments of vulnerability, revealing the human side behind the fiery confrontations. Rasheeda admitted quietly to a producer, "I never wanted this to get this intense. I was just trying to protect myself." Yandy, reflecting on her own feelings, acknowledged the complexity of the situation. "It's not just about anger," she said. "It's about trust, loyalty, and the impact of secrets on everyone involved." The family of cast members was left divided, unsure where to place their loyalties. Some tried to mediate, others remained silent, realizing that any intervention could tip the balance. Crew members worked tirelessly to keep the environment controlled, but the tension remained thick, palpable, and electric. Every subtle glance, every hushed conversation, and every carefully measured word contributed to the mounting suspense toward the evening. The intensity reached its peak when an unexpected revelation about Mendeecees emerged. Additional messages and private photographs suggested more hidden layers than anyone had anticipated. Yandy's eyes widened as she processed the information. "This changes everything," she whispered. Rasheeda, overhearing, clenched her fists, realizing that the unfolding story could reshape trust and alliances within the cast. Even as the cameras stopped rolling, the emotional weight lingered. Yandy and Rasheeda continue to process the revelations, their minds racing with possible outcomes and strategies. Fans remain glued to social media, dissecting every post, clip, and rumor, eager to understand what would happen next. The clash had become a saga, intertwining personal conflict with hidden secrets. Ensuring that the drama would continue to captivate audiences and dominate conversations. The day ended with both women acknowledging the complexity of the situation. Though no complete resolution had been reached, the confrontations and revelations had pushed them toward reflection and awareness. Yandy and Rasheeda had been tested, emotionally, morally, and socially, forced to confront uncomfortable truths and the consequences of secrecy. The stage was set for the next chapter of drama, one that promised more confrontations, unexpected twists, and emotional revelations that fans would be unable to look away from. The set of Love and Hip Hop was electric the next morning, carrying the tension from the previous days like a storm cloud ready to burst. Yandy arrived first, her mind racing with everything that had been revealed so far. Every word, every glance, and every subtle interaction from the prior confrontations played over in her head. Rasheeda followed shortly after, her steps deliberate, her expression a careful mask of control hiding the storm inside. Crew members whispered nervously, knowing that even the smallest spark could ignite another explosive showdown. Their eyes met across the set, and for a moment, silence enveloped the space. "We can't keep pretending that this is just a minor issue," Yandy said quietly, but firmly. Rasheeda's gaze sharpened, her lips tightening. "And you think bringing this up in front of everyone is going to solve anything?" she asked, her tone both challenging and wary. The subtle confrontation hinted at the intensity to come, leaving cast members on edge. Every glance, every micro-expression was laden with unspoken meaning. Rumors about Mendeecees' private life intensified, creating an added layer of tension. Leaked messages, photographs, and whispers of undisclosed relationships suggested a more complicated reality than anyone had imagined. Yandy, aware of the potential fallout, addressed Rasheeda privately. "We can't ignore what's happening," she said. "The truth will come out, whether we like it or not." Rasheeda hesitated, a mix of fear and defiance in her eyes. "I know, but facing it isn't easy," she admitted, her voice low, revealing vulnerability beneath her strong exterior. Filming began with a scene that was supposed to be lighthearted, but the underlying tension made it impossible to appear casual. Every glance and movement between Yandy and Rasheeda carried the weight of unspoken emotions. Yandy confronted Rasheeda about past incidents that had caused distrust, and Rasheeda's response was immediate and fiery. "You think I've been wrong? Tone, act like you're blameless," she snapped. The intensity escalated, and other cast members tried to mediate. "Let's not make this worse than it already is," one friend urged. But both women were too invested to step back, and the confrontation became the central focus of the day. Mendeecees, aware that his secrets were now central to the unfolding drama, attempted to explain himself. "I never meant to hurt anyone," he said softly, eyes downcast. "I thought keeping things private was the only way to manage it all." His confession complicated matters further, adding tension between honesty, loyalty, and personal protection. Yandy's reaction was immediate, a mixture of shock and determination. "Sometimes private decisions have public consequences," she said, her voice heavy with emotion. The emotional intensity continued to rise as Yandy and Rasheeda engaged in a series of verbal confrontations, alternating with moments of rare vulnerability. Rasheeda admitted to a producer, "I never imagined this would get this out of control. I was just trying to protect myself." Yandy, reflecting on her own emotions, responded, "It's not just about anger or confrontation. It's about trust, transparency, and how secrets affect everyone involved." The cameras captured every nuanced expression, every subtle sigh, and every fleeting glance, creating a narrative that felt as real as it was dramatic. fans on social media reacted instantly, dissecting every scene, theorizing about alliances, and debating motivations. Clips went viral, hashtags trended worldwide, and discussions about loyalty, betrayal, and integrity dominated the platforms. Some supported Yandy's demand for honesty, applauding her for holding everyone accountable. Others empathized with Rasheeda, arguing that she had been misunderstood and unfairly judged. The growing public scrutiny amplified the tension on set, making every interaction more consequential. A major twist emerged midday when new evidence regarding Mendeecees came to light. Confidential messages and previously unseen photographs suggested that there were more undisclosed actions and relationships than anyone had anticipated. Yandy, seeing the significance, confronted Rasheeda. "We need to deal with this directly," she said, her voice calm but resolute. Rasheeda hesitated, aware of the implications. "I know avoiding it won't help anyone," she admitted softly, "but this is bigger than either of us imagined." The acknowledgement marked a turning point, signaling that despite the rivalry, both women were beginning to confront the broader truth. As the day progressed, heated arguments continued, interspersed with moments of self-reflection and fragile understanding. Yandy and Rasheeda explored not only their differences but also the emotional consequences of the revelations, examining how the drama had affected trust and relationships among the cast. The family of cast members remained divided, some trying to mediate, others unsure where their loyalties lay. Crew members worked tirelessly. In quieter moments, both women reflected on what had transpired. Yandy considered the consequences of transparency and confrontation, understanding the complexity of the situation. Rasheeda contemplated her position, recognizing that while conflict had been unavoidable, facing the truth was necessary for resolution. The emotional roller coaster of anger, betrayal, vulnerability, and determination underscored the depth of the situation, leaving both women exhausted but enlightened as filming wrapped. It became clear that while some conflicts remained unresolved, the confrontations and revelations had prompted critical reflection. Yandy and Rasheeda, though still processing the emotional intensity, had taken steps toward acknowledging truths, facing secrets, and beginning the process of rebuilding trust. Fans were left captivated, reflecting on betrayal, accountability, and the consequences of secrecy, eagerly anticipating the next chapter. The day concluded with an unspoken understanding. The explosive showdown, intertwined with Mendeecees' revelations, had tested everyone's limits, exposing vulnerabilities and prompting reflection. The tension, drama, and emotional intensity created a saga that would resonate with viewers for months, keeping them on the edge of their seats. Every glance, every whispered confession, and every subtle exchange had built a narrative that was as enthralling as it was unpredictable, leaving audiences eager for what might come next in the turbulent world of love and hip-hop. What just unfolded on Love and Hip Hop is nothing short of explosive. The showdown between Yandy and Rasheeda, combined with shocking revelations about Mendeecees, has left everyone questioning trust, loyalty, and the hidden dynamics within the cast. Emotions ran high, secrets were exposed, and the family of cast members was left divided, with loyalties shifting and relationships tested in ways fans never expected. Viewers are shocked, captivated, and completely invested, trying to piece together the unfolding drama and guessing what might happen next. The story has delivered betrayal, confrontation, and unexpected twists, but it also highlights the complexity of human relationships under the spotlight. Yandy and Rasheeda's rivalry, though intense, forced conversations that were long overdue, while Mendeecees' secrets added a layer of intrigue and suspense that left everyone on edge. The emotional stakes, intertwined with personal loyalties and public scrutiny, created a narrative that goes beyond scripted drama, showing raw human emotions magnified by fame, ambition, and the pressures of reality television. Now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think about the clash between Yandy and Rasheeda? How should the revelations about Mendeecees affect their relationships and the future of the show? Comment below with your opinions, theories, and reactions because we want to hear your voice in this ongoing drama. Make sure to like this video if the confrontation had you on the edge of your seat. And subscribe to the channel to stay updated with every shocking moment, secret, and twist from Love and Hip Hop. The story isn't over, and the next explosive chapter could be just around the corner. So stay tuned and don't miss a single moment of the action.